Hi everyone, it's Serinda here. I hope you're all having fun and enjoying your summer. Today, I want to tell you a story about a man named Cornelius. I bet you don't know anyone who has that name. But then again, you might not know anyone else called Serinda either. Cornelius was a Roman army officer who lived in a place called Caesarea. He was the captain of around 100 men. Imagine being in charge of 100 men. Cornelius loved and followed God, but because he wasn't a Jew, he had to worship God from far away. A Roman like Cornelius could never hope to be accepted by the Jewish people or worship with them. The Jewish people kept themselves very separate and followed lots of rules and laws. One day, about 3 o'clock, Cornelius had a vision, like a dream, where an angel of God spoke to him. He just stared at the angel in total terror and said, "What is it, sir?" The angel told him that God had seen and heard his prayers and worship. He told Cornelius to send some men to Joppa to find Simon Peter and asked him to come and visit him. As soon as the angel was gone, Cornelius called 2 of his servants and a soldier. He told them what had happened and sent them to the place called Joppa. Now Peter was in Joppa, and he had just gone up to the flat roof of the house he was staying in to pray around 12 midday. He felt really hungry, and as his lunch was being prepared, he fell into a trance. He saw the sky open and something like a large sheet was let down by its 4 corners. In the sheet there were all sorts of animals, reptiles and birds. Then a voice said to Peter, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat them." Peter said, "Never, Lord, I have never in all my life eaten anything forbidden by our Jewish laws." But the voice spoke again. If God says something is okay, don't say it isn't. This dream was repeated 3 times, and then the sheet was pulled back up to heaven. Peter was really confused and wondered what this all meant. Just then, the men sent by Cornelius found the house Peter was staying at. As Peter was still wondering what the dream was about, the Holy Spirit told him that 3 men had come looking for him, and he was to go with them. Peter went down and told the men that he was the man they were looking for. He asked them why they had come, and they explained all about Cornelius and his dream. Peter went with the men to Caesarea the next day. Cornelius was waiting for them. He had called his family and close friends to meet Peter too. When Peter entered his home, Cornelius fell to the floor before him in worship. But Peter pulled him up and told him, "Stand up, I'm a human being like you." Peter and Cornelius talked, and Peter told them that it was against the Jewish rules for him to come into a Gentile home like this. He went on to say, "But God shows no favoritism, and anyone who fears God and does what is right is acceptable to him." Peter talked to Cornelius, his family and friends about Jesus, what Jesus had done on earth, and about his death and the cross, and him being risen back to life. He told them everyone who believes in Jesus will have their sins forgiven through his name. While he was speaking, the Holy Spirit fell on all who were listening. The Jews with Peter were amazed that even Gentiles or non-Jews could receive the Holy Spirit and be saved. It was so exciting. The death and resurrection of Jesus broke the barriers that separated all people and gave everyone access to God. This is true for everyone today. No matter what age you are, what you look like, how much money you have, or how clever or good you are at sport, if you believe in Jesus and ask him to be your friend, he will 100% accept you. He will never let you down. He is the best friend you can ever have. Thanks for listening and hope to see you soon.